Okay guys, we're going to talk briefly about the Air Hog tank that I got for filling my guns. I use this in conjunction with my shoebox compressor, and like I said, I fill between 3,000 or 3,600 and 4,500 pounds, or 3,500, 4,500 pounds. It usually takes about 2.5 to 3 hours with the shoebox to get this up to snuff. I bought this tank back in 2011, February I believe, and I got the extra strap and I got the feet. I really like the strap and the feet. It's very strong. I've had no trouble with the strap at all. It's got Velcro to adjust for whatever size tank you got. And then it's got the feet, and the feet are lined with rubber so you don't scratch your tank up. And then I put felt on the bottom of my feet so I don't scratch whatever I put it on, like my tables. I've had no trouble with any of this stuff. Like I said, I've been using it since February 2011. It comes with a DIN valve on this end, and you got the standard air gauge. On this side, you got the bleed valve. Then it comes with a short hose. You can get different length hoses with you want as options. I put an exterior hose, just a polyethylene hose on the outside, so that way when I bend it, it don't kink. And the Foster fitting, you can set up whatever fittings you want. But this was the tank set, and then I added the extra carrying handle and stuff. So now they got whole kits that you can buy. I really like their DIN valve setup. It's been real easy to use. It's metered, so when you're filling your gun, as I show you, you can open it up as much as you want, and you don't have to worry about fast filling or hot filling or any of that stuff. So, alright, overall it's been a great tank. There's one modification I made to the valve, and I'm going to show you that in just a minute here, guys. First we're going to fill up a tank, or fill up a gun with the tank. Make sure your bleed valve's closed. Open up the valve slowly. You don't want to open it up real fast until the pressure comes up, and then you'll see the needle stop. Then you can open up the valve, like I said, as much as you want. This is all the way open. And usually what I do is I open it up maybe 1/8 of a quarter of a turn, which seems to be plenty, until I get to the pressure that I want. Then I shut off the valve. Then I open up the bleed valve slowly, and that's pretty much it. So, alright, let me show you what I did with the valve. The reason why I messed with the bleed valve is because I didn't like the way it would let the air out. There was no real vent hole for the bleed, and what that caused was when you go to bleed, all the pressure in the air would go down the side of the screw that you turn in and out and bleed that way. I'll show you those channels that they put on the screw. And it would make this very hard to turn. So you'd open it up, that part wasn't too bad, but as soon as it started bleeding, you had all the pressure on this screw and on the threads. So if you needed to stop the bleeding, it did not work out very good. It was really hard to turn it back in to shut it off. And if you had guns with, like Sumatras especially, they need to bleed really fast, and the bleeding was really slow. And if you don't bleed them fast, they don't seal right, and then next thing you know, all the air is coming out of the gun. So what I ended up doing, we'll turn this a little bit, is I took this out. There's a little retaining screw or stop that you take off right here. Then you can unscrew this valve and it comes all the way out. So anyhow, we're going to do the best to show you this. Right there, I get a pointer, you can see the little bleed hole I drilled in. I drilled that in. This is just brass. I used just an electric drill, a vacuum, and a real small bit. And then we'll show you where it seats down below. There's the seat right down below. That thing goes in, and I don't know if you can catch where the drill bit comes out. So you want to make sure you drill your hole, obviously, on this side of the seat. So, till next time, guys.